And we're back. Time now 5 o'clock. Top stories at this hour. The state legislature has begun voting on parts of a new budget proposal designed, of course, to close that $26 billion deficit. We'll tell you what lawmakers have passed so far. And 29-year-old James Mitchell will be arraigned today for the murder of his girlfriend and the kidnapping of their 1-year-old daughter in Novato back in July. The latest in the case in just a moment. And members of California's congressional delegation are asking Toyota now if there's anything they can do to help prevent the closure of the NUMMI plant. The latest in that ongoing saga in just a moment as well. We do want to bring you, though, first off, new details this morning out of San Francisco. The eastbound lanes of San Francisco's Broadway Tunnel are open again at this hour. This was the scene yesterday when a big rig truck got itself stuck in there, of course damaging the roof of the building. Enough has been repaired, though, that they've began allowing cars to pass through. So the eastbound lanes of the tunnel now back open. They reopened, as a matter of fact, about 9:45 last night, so that's the good news there. And on this note, let's get over to the traffic desk right now, where George Rask is taking a look at the commute elsewhere. Good morning, George.
Good morning, James. We'll talk just briefly about the tunnel, those eastbound Bay area, and we'll have another check coming up shortly. James?
All right, George, thank you very much. From here, let's go on to the budget battle. Still raging here in Sacramento. State lawmakers, as a matter of fact, pulled an all-nighter to pass a set of bills that are aimed at closing California's projected $26 billion budget deficit. One of those bills makes deep cuts to higher education, college grants, healthcare programs, welfare, and state prisons. Monday, the governor and top lawmakers reached a budget compromise after a very long stalemate. The plan should cover the budget shortfall through June of 2010. And joining us on the phone this morning is Stu Wu for the Wall Street Journal, talking, we don't have him quite yet, but we're going to get him in just a moment. But just so that we understand, the budget that they've passed, or at least that they're considering right now, isn't one massive bit of legislation. It's made of a bunch of smaller bills that are all conglomerated together to make this budget proposal, and so they're voting on each of those individual parts. Some of the parts they have contention with, and so they're going to hold that for debate later on, but they're trying to get as many of these components passed as possible so that we can fix the budget shortfall. And we'll be talking with Stu more about that. He's going to be joining us actually out of Sacramento this morning, so we'll visit with him in just a moment. In the meantime, more jobs at Cal State University Fresno may be cut now to make up for money that it has lost. The university's already eliminated jobs for more than 200 lecturers, and they are also looking to close an anticipated $16.3 million shortfall. So they're doing this to try and achieve that goal. 55 full-time positions will be trimmed under the plan, which also includes about 20% tuition hikes for students, reduced enrollment, and employee furloughs as well. And also related to the economy this morning, state lawmakers are reaching out to Toyota to try and find a way to save the NUMMI plant in Fremont. Toyota recently decided to liquidate its stake in the plant, which it operates, of course, with General Motors, and just last month GM announced it was withdrawing from the joint venture. The company's stake is now part of Motors Liquidation Co., also known as Old GM. But in a letter to Toyota's president, lawmakers say the plant is a great asset to California's workforce and that they want to work with the Japanese automaker to try and secure NUMMI's future. The plant employs about 4,600 to 4,700 people and makes the Pontiac Vibe, the Toyota Corolla, and the Tacoma pickup truck. And just so that you're clear, Toyota has not released any official statement. These are all just rumors and speculations from media outlets in Japan that apparently have sources inside the company. We're still waiting for the official word from Toyota as to what it wants to do with the NUMMI plant. All right, at 5:05, let's get over to the Weather Center now. Evelyn Taft standing by with a look at your Friday and your weekend forecast. Hey, Ev.
Good morning, James. Well, the weekend forecast just a little warmer for us, but by Monday and Tuesday, keeping it a bit warmer as well. James?
All right, Evelyn, thank you very much. Now to some latest developments here out of the Bay Area. There will be an arraignment hearing for James Mitchell. You see his photograph there. He, of course, the son of San Francisco porn king Jim Mitchell, founder of the Mitchell Brothers O'Farrell Theater. Today's arraignment will be at 1:30 at the Marin County Superior Courthouse. Mitchell, of course, accused of murdering his 29-year-old girlfriend, Danielle Keller of Novato, and kidnapping that 1-year-old daughter that they had back on July 12th. Mitchell had an earlier arraignment hearing and did not enter a plea then. He might today, though. Also at 9 this morning, there'll be a hearing by attorneys for former BART police officer Johannes Messerly. They'll be asking that a murder charge for the shooting death of an unarmed passenger, Oscar Grant, be dismissed because the judge in Messerly's preliminary hearing allegedly made legal errors. Messerly will not appear in court today. It'll just be his lawyers. And also at 5:08 this morning, some other headlines around the Bay this morning. A memorial service will be held today for Adam Williams. You see his photograph there, the 16-year-old boy who police say was shot and killed by his own mother in an apparent murder-suicide. A park ranger found the bodies Friday night at Lookout Point on the top of Mount Diablo. Investigators found the suicide note at the mother's home. Meanwhile, school leaders and classmates at Las Lomas High School are sharing their memories of Adam.
I've been in this district for 36 years and have never faced something like this. Adam was going to be a junior here at school this year, a good student, well liked by his peers and the faculty, involved in sports, involved in the band, and just a good all-around kid.
It's just sad something like this had to happen. It's horrible when I found out. And the way how, killed me inside, actually.
A public memorial service for Adam is scheduled today. It starts at 1 p.m. at Mount Vernon Memorial Park in Fair Oaks. All right, at 5:09, we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back, though, with more in just a moment. Let's go outside, give you a live look from our roof camera, showing you a shot of San Francisco here. The dome of San Francisco City Hall silhouetted there against the fog in the background. A little dark out there this morning, but it'll brighten up, obviously, and warm up, too, this afternoon. Evelyn will be along shortly with your forecast. Stay with us.